Hi everyone, my name is Frankie and welcome to a Movie a Day Challenge. Today is day number 282 and it's October 9th, 2018. Today I'll be watching the 1974 horror film, It's Alive. Now, in each episode of a Movie a Day Challenge, I pick one film that I've never seen before, and then I take that movie's movie poster and place it to the side of me. I do this because I absolutely have no idea of what the film that I'm about to watch is about. And being that I have absolutely no idea about the film, or what it's about, I feel like I need to draw some type of conclusion of what I think the film may be about, based solely on the movie poster itself. In saying that, let's go ahead and take a look at the 1974 horror film movie poster to It's Alive. Now, upon looking at this movie poster, I'm going to be honest with you. It's sort of creepy. You have some sort of like baby carriage right there with the arm of a baby, I'm going to say, coming out the side. So I'm going to say that this movie is about a baby. A freakishly creepy baby that basically is in a carriage that we're not supposed to see as of yet. But I'm taking it that the movie is about this baby and possibly the terror and horror that it brings to people around them. It looks sort of spooky, looks sort of creepy, but I'm hoping it's going to be really cool. I'm looking forward to sitting down and enjoying the 1974 horror film, It's Alive. Now, after I finish analyzing the movie poster itself, I then let you, the viewer, know that I'm going to go ahead and watch It's Alive. But before I go and do that, I want to let you, the viewer, know that after I finish watching It's Alive, I then come back and tell you a little bit about the film. However, I don't go in great detail about the movie. You see, I don't release any major spoilers about the film, nor do I tell you anything about the movie's plot either. Why? Because I don't want to ruin your chance at watching a really great film for the first time. And since this is also my first time watching It's Alive, I wouldn't want anyone to spoil the film for me by telling me any major spoilers about the movie or telling me anything about the movie's plot either. Now, in case you had previously seen the 1974 horror film It's Alive previously, then please feel free to substitute It's Alive for another film for your viewing pleasure. It doesn't have to be in the genre of horror movies. This way you can take part in a Movie a Day Challenge and possibly watch each film along with me as I go along. In saying that, I'm going to go ahead right now and watch the 1974 horror film It's Alive, and then I'm going to come back and tell you a little bit about the film. I'll be right back. I just finished the 1974 horror film It's Alive, and I want to let you, the viewer, know that It's Alive is a good movie. But I would like to point out that although it's a good movie, it does have some really bad parts. I'll get to that in a second. Now, the good part of this film is that it's got a really cool and interesting story to it. And the overall character from It's Alive that you sort of see here, its makeup is really cool to see. It is. And I really liked it because the makeup was done by a famous horror makeup artist named Rick Baker, who has done fantastic works in the horror genre. But I say that the makeup for this character is really cool to see because it's creepy, weird, and really fascinating to look at. Now, on to the bad stuff. You see, although this story is really cool and really unique in its own way, it's the acting in this movie that really dulls it down. I really could not stand the acting in this movie. It made me feel so weird at times, like I wanted to give up watching the film. But I had to see how it played out. I really had to see how the movie played out because I was more interested in the story than I was actually interested in the actors portraying the characters in the film. But definitely, the acting in this movie is totally dull. There's no fun and enthusiastic people. There was no charisma. It was just dullness. Picture yourself on a really hot day back in school and just wanting to get out of school to go home and rest by an air conditioner. It was that bad. The second other part was the background music in this movie. I don't know what to call it, but the background music was completely unnecessary for this film. They could have found an entirely different soundtrack for this movie, but I did not like the soundtrack that they used for this movie itself. I felt it to be uncalled for and basically not even up to par for what the film brought to you. That's my opinion about it. But all in all, it is a good movie. Would I recommend it to a family member or a friend? I would recommend it to those who really like the horror genre, but to other people who really are not fascinated with it or have any interest with it, I don't see myself recommending It's Alive to them. Would I watch it again? I would, but later down the line. I can't see myself watching it anytime soon. Now, if you like today's episode, you see that thumbs up underneath this video? Click it. Give us a like for today's episode. As you're doing that, maybe you've seen the 1974 horror film It's Alive and liked it. Maybe you've seen it and you didn't like it. Maybe you're interested in watching the film. You're watching this review right now to hear a little bit about it. You're going to go watch the movie and then come back and tell me your thoughts about it. Well, whichever the three may be, please tell me in the comment box down below. Right down there. And as you're doing that, you see that word subscribe underneath this video? Click it. Subscribe to a Movie a Day Challenge. Now, tomorrow is day number 283 of a Movie a Day Challenge, and I'll be watching the 1973 horror film The Wicker Man. My name is Frankie. I will be here tomorrow for day number 283 and the 1973 horror film The Wicker Man. I will see you tomorrow.